Games. Video games specifically. For example, Wolfenstein, Guitar Hero, and many others. We use them to have fun. They are not like movies. A lot of people have been trying to turn them into movies, but video games aren't movies. They're an interactive art form. I wouldn't even call them art. It's a toy, it's a game. I have found games that try to become art, but they never really succeed, because I don't think the creators understand either what video games are or art is, really. Because art is such a broad term. Video games isn't a broad term. We have games like Pac-Man. That is a video game. We have games like Heavy Rain. That's a video game. They're both interactive pieces of media. And having these people turn them into movies or TV shows or games like Heavy Rain, which is I dislike because it's very story focused and very lacking in the gameplay department, or even walking simulators. I don't find them fun because there's no real gameplay. I'm interacting by walking somewhere. If I want to interact by walking somewhere, I will walk to the other side of the room. That's more interesting because I'm actually doing something. If I'm walking in a video game, I don't feel like I'm doing anything. I don't feel like I'm progressing anywhere. And I don't feel like I'm improving as a person. I might be learning life lessons, which has never happened in a walking simulator ever. But that's not the point. We play video games to interact with them. And that's the fun of video games. When the developer takes the control away from the player and have them watch a movie or a thing, that stops being a game. That starts being nothing. Because I wouldn't call it a TV show. I would just call it a video, a cutscene. And that's my big problem with Guitar Hero right now. Well, sort of. Guitar Hero being a Guitar Hero Live, I should say, being a very big interactive game, because there is, I'd say, one gameplay mechanic, and that is the note highway of playing your instrument and playing along with the song. But in the latest Guitar Hero Live, there is a mechanic, a power up, I would say, that takes away your interaction with the game. And everyone gets it. If you play Guitar Hero Live TV, you automatically have this. And all it does is clear your highway. As the notes coming down, you use the power-up, it clears your highway. That takes away interaction with the player and the game. Why would you take away the only reason we're playing the game? That's a stupid thing to do, isn't it? It'd be like watching a movie and have the movie taken away from you for 5 seconds, and you come back and you're 5 seconds ahead. Those 5 seconds might have been really crucial, or really exciting, or really fun. You don't know because you just skipped it. Having the game take something away from you isn't fun. And it's something that developers need to learn. There's a reason why a lot of gamers these days are hating loading screens, and developers are removing loading screens, because it's time that the player isn't holding the controller and using it. Because that's time where the player can go, okay, I could just, look at my phone or do this, get distracted. Because some loading screens can take up to a minute and a half, even longer. Even shorter, but that's not the point. And it's time that the player can get distracted, or sort of get unimmersed. Because when you're playing a game, sometimes you get immersed in the game. And when a loading screen, you pop back up into reality and go, oh yeah, I'm playing a video game. And same thing with Guitar Hero Live. It's not like I feel like I'm a rock star. When I owned the game originally, maybe once or twice, it was like, I'm really here, the audience is interacting with me. But as time goes on, I realize it's a video game, and I focus on the mechanics and improving my skills as a gamer, I suppose. But it's starting to bug me now. Because once I clear that highway, I'm like, well, okay, I guess I'll wait 2 seconds so I can keep playing the game again. So recently I have stopped using it, and nothing's been lost. They added this mechanic that would take away from the player, and all it does is hit all those notes in front of you. That's also discouraging the player from improving. Because if they can use that almost whenever they want, they can't use it whenever they want. They need to unlock the power up by doing things in the game. But if they use it on a bit that's really too tricky for them, they won't improve. They'll just be skipping that bit, and whenever they play the song again, they'll just do it again. They'll never be improving. They'll never, be like, I can do it. And that's why I stopped using it. My Guitar Hero skills improved leaps and bounds after I stopped using it. I will admit, once or twice it automatically activated because of the gyroscope inside the guitar itself when you tilt it. But it really removes the interaction with the player, and it ruins the game for me. I enjoy the game. I think it's one of my favorite Guitar Hero games. I'm a big fan of number 3, but I've heard I'm part of a minority. Maybe it's because it's the first Guitar Hero game I ever really played, or really super enjoyed. But this one really takes me back to that. I think it's the new design for the guitar, the 6 buttons, and the showing the same. But no, that feels more realistic. I've never played a guitar in my life, no, that's a lie, I have, but I've never been trained or really taught. But this feels more interactive to me. This feels like more fun. It feels a little less arcadey, but it's a little more enjoyable. At the beginning, while playing, it was difficult, and I wanted to master it. And when I did, I felt a lot better. So the game is at its best when you're playing it and improving. So the game taking away from you ruins the game. Most gamers won't see this, but it's there. And once you notice it, you won't stop unnoticing it. And when you play multiplayer, it's the only power-up you get until you buy other power-ups. By maybe microtransactions or using the in-game currency. Which I'll get onto now, actually. The in-game currency really punishes the player. I understand what they did. They want you to play the streaming service and then play the, choose your own songs. But it really feels like they're trying to force you to use their microtransactions to get plays. And I dislike that. I dislike that immensely. Because whenever you play a song, you get, at my average, is about 196 coins. That isn't much at all. Sure, you could say 2 minutes to get 196 coins. That doesn't sound too bad, But the thing there is, to get, I think it was about 100 plays, you need 60,000 coins. That is a lot of time to get into the game just to get a certain amount of plays. I think even 100 plays is more than that. I don't have the statistics or amount here with me. But it's a massive amount. I have never bought the 100 plays because it would take me hours of playing the TV service. And you know what? The TV service was good at first, but eventually you start playing the same songs over and over again. And usually you play a lot of bad songs that you don't enjoy playing in a row. And that's horrible. I've just liked the play system ever since I heard about the game. I was like, why did you do that? I can't select the song I want to play now. I have to play your streaming service before I can even start playing the songs I want. I just like that because it really ruins the player's enjoyment. They feel like they have to grind to do what they want. There's a difference between grinding for fun, maybe Dark Souls. I enjoy grinding in Dark Souls. It's fun, it's relaxing. And grinding in Guitar Hero. Because there's moments where I enjoy it, like, yeah, this is a song I really like and a song I wanted to play. And it just goes on to a song I don't like. I'm like, well, I guess I'll play it. Maybe another song I like will come on next. And for a long time, I stopped playing for 1 or 2 months, and I completely forgot about the game. So Guitar Hero Live, even though I really enjoy it, I really enjoy the mechanics, and I put I think it was about 23 days into the game. That's my total playtime. It has problems. It has really big problems. Problems that annoy you after you play for as long as I have, or even maybe shorter. After you play for 5 minutes, you might get really annoyed by these mechanics. And these power-ups are in multiplayer. That you can win in any song ever by using microtransactions to get certain power-ups. I like the developers who develop. I liked Activision. I do like Activision. I like a lot of their games. I've played a lot of the games for many years. But this is definitely a step back. Even though I enjoy the game, it's definitely a step backwards. And that's just all I have to say. There are really bad points in the game that need to be addressed by critics. Because I don't feel like they are. And that's why I'm making this video. Well, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you next time.